is it. This is the building where women with hat is stored.
Right, well, if this woman, if this art thief...
One Cassandra Prescott, who's now an art thief and a kidnapper.
Because, hello, you made no effort whatsoever to protect Spinelli.
Well, thanks to the cryptic missive sent by the Jackal to his cyber soulmate, we are now in a position to thwart this evil enterprise.
The only reason Spinelli sent you that message instead of me is because you latched onto him like a stray dog and followed him across the continent.
Okay, well, Maximista... Oh, wait, sorry, of course. Mini-mista. How appropriate is that? You probably think that description is an insult, but dogs are most loyal creatures. And man's best friend.
Spinelli is my best friend. Oh. He adores me.
Right, well, the Jackal's connection to the priestess is one you will never understand.
The only reason Spinelli is in this mess is because of you, dweebet.
Hey, Maxie, this is not helping Spinelli.
Yeah, you guys, we need to focus, okay? Here's how it lays out. A career art thief wants to steal a multi-million-dollar painting from a very highly secured location.
Right, and the objects d'arte are being held in a high-tech vault manufactured by DeBeck Moss, who claim their vault...
Perhaps a computer genius to help her get around the security system.
Right, to wit, one Damien Spinelli, the ace of cyberspace.
The system hasn't been built yet that Spinelli can't get there. He's what she wants, just so she'll let him go.
Which is why we need to rescue Spinelli from these evildoers before he uses his skills in the commission of yet another crime.
They're probably forcing him, genius,
Okay.
at gunpoint.
Shh. Keep it down.
How are you planning on rescuing him?
Technically speaking, as an agent of the Bureau, I should be directing the mission.
You have to be kidding me. This is why Spinelli thinks you're so excellent, right? Why he hero worships you? What are you going to do to save him?
Do you recognize it?
Look at the lines. The ease with which it accepts the Jackal's touch. She is Yar.
This computer has one function. To control the code that unlocks the vault that holds a painting that I very much want.
I remember a woman with hat. You know, when first exhibited, it received most unworthy...
Stop wasting time. You have 20 minutes to run the code and unlock that vault, or else these four walls will be the last thing that you will ever see.
The tightly bound temptress could save herself a lot of trouble by simply asking for ransom for the Jackal. You know, there are people whose lives would be forever altered by my untimely demise. One fair blonde one in particular, unbelievable as it may seem.
19 minutes.
But, I'm sorry, you miss my larger point. I have intrinsic value.
I miss nothing. The painting you're about to emancipate is worth $10 million on the black market. How much are you worth?
How does one measure the worth of a man? Certainly not by his worldly possessions, but by his character.
I bet people would pay plenty to shut you up. I need your computer expertise without the mouth. Can you manage that?
I don't know.
Too bad. 18 minutes.
It'll be okay. We're gonna get him out of this.
Yeah, I know.
What is it? There's something else.
It's Michael. We got the test results back, and it turns out that he is not a candidate for the new treatment. I'm just worried how Carly's going to take it once it sinks in.
Perhaps this is an inappropriate time to question, but do you two have permits for that weapon? I had hoped that there would be no need for firearms.
Winifred, these people are stealing a painting that's worth millions of dollars. You think they're just going to talk their way out of it if they get caught? Of course we need weapons. Speaking of, Jason, if you get in a shootout and Spinelli so much as ends up with a bruise on him, you will be dealing with me for the rest of your life.
Be quiet, okay? I'm not going to let Spinelli get shot. Winifred, pull up the building specs. I need to know where that computer is that controls the vault.
Yeah, it's already done, and said location is not indicated on the specs.
Let me see. That's it. That's the room. That's where the computer is.
How can you tell?
Nothing I care to share with a federal agent right now. We'll just, we'll call it experience, yeah?
Perfect. Can we go rescue Spinelli now? What?
Indeed. What exactly do you, with your vast knowledge of things couture, expect to contribute to this mission?
Tempest fugit, Mr. Spinelli. Work faster.
Resistance is futile. The Jackal scoffs at your attempts to deny him entry. You will yield to my superior skill. I will rule and conquer. A vault has not yet been created which can keep the ace at bay.
How quickly will you be able to work when Lawrence cuts off several of your fingers? 30 seconds.
Bend to my will, Lord. Succumb to my power.
Yes! I have scaled the walls. The treasure is now
Mine. Well done, Mr. Spinelli. You are as good as you claim.
You know, if it wasn't for my superior investigative skill, you three would still be sitting at that coffee shop twiddling your thumbs. I am the reason that we are here, so you can't go say Spinelli without me. Well, this mission requires trained professionals, of which you definitely are not. You're basically a glorified secretary. I am a highly qualified agent who specializes in systems and analysis. The only criminal that you've actually ever seen is Spinelli, who is technically just a criminal on paper, which is all your fault. On the other hand, I know lots of criminals. I mean, my dad is the police commissioner. I dated lots of cops, and I even had an affair with a detective, which makes you an expert at everything but fighting crime.
Stop. We're wasting time. We have to get Spinelli out of this. Winifred, we're using weapons, okay? Maxie, shut up, get in the car, and wait for us. Let's go.
If the guy you cared about most in the world was in trouble, would you just stay behind and do nothing? I don't think so.
Listen, Maxie, the only thing that really matters right now is saving Spinelli. Just stay here and go watch the car, okay?
You, of all people.
Listen to me. When we find him, I'm going to tell him that we couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Don't even think about it.
I did fact-check Clarice. I emailed you all the information. No, I can't. I'm busy. I'm in LA, scouting new fabulous boutiques. I found a great one on Beverly. Well...
Lawrence and I will get to painting. Make sure Mr. Spinelli logs off the system and bring him to meet us at the van.
Well, I will vociferously object. I've done exactly as you requested. The coveted treasure is now yours.
If he gives you any trouble, shoot him.
That was her. That was her. Spinelli's in the room, just like Sam said.
Not until I say so.
I strongly object to the way this plan is being executed.
Who cares?
You realize it's you who's being robbed. The painting belongs to you, and it belongs to me. Art belongs to everyone. It exists to stir the deepest emotions of the viewer, to challenge our perceptions. It takes the real world and translates it into a world of our imagination. I entreat you, please, release the Jackal and save Woman with Hat. If not for you, for your children and your children's children. Please, I beg of you, just do as I bid you.